Eyes this way.
Eyes this way.
Boys and girls, remember the Freddie Eddie word that we started with?
Yes.
Who can raise their hand to tell me what this Freddie Eddie word is? Remember, Freddie and Eddie gave my best friend Kev and I a secret book because that not so smart wizard changed all the words and a lot of the sounds because it looks like, go ahead and put down your hands. If we follow our alphabet song and we follow the way our alphabet, well, sounds, the letters of our alphabet, it looks like it should be t, eh, or eh, t, eh, t, eh. Ta-eh? Does that, yes or no, does that sound right? No, I need your eyes this way. Does that sound right? Taha'i, tahi, tahi. Does that sound right? No? So remember, sometimes words that you see, we can't go ahead and stretch out. We just need to know. Emma, what's the word? Reese, what's the word? The. Everybody, what's the word?
The.
Here we go. Ready? T-H-E spells the. T-H-E spells the. T-H-E. Everybody as a team. Here we go. T-H-E spells the. T-H-E spells the. T-H-E. Proud to Popo. Boys and girls, yesterday we read a story called, oh, look at that. I'll be a monkey's uncle's sister's big toe. Nathan, you choose. Nathaniel, you choose. Eyes up here. Thank you. Or at your seat. Nathaniel, what was the story called? Do you remember? What's this word? This word right here. I know it's kind of hard to see with my finger. Not chicken. What's this word? The. Thank you. The. Except this one has a capital letter. The scarecrow's hat. And who can recall or who can remember and think, what was this story about? What was this story about that we read yesterday? James?
Swapping.
Swapping. Did you say swapping? They were swapping. What happened when, who was swapping what? The chicken was swapping what? The swapping means that they're going to lick some cheese that's flying by.
No.
What does swapping mean? It means trading, right? And we worked with this word. Nathan, what is this word? What is this word? I bet you do. Get your mouth ready. Nathan, get your mouth ready. So what sound does S make? Nathan, what's this? Get your mouth, or so it goes. What? Freddie Eddie got a hold of this. Ah. Stretch it out with me. Ready? What? Ah. What is it? Swap. Let's try it again. What? Ah. Swap. And James told us it's kind of like trading. And the chicken, Jake, Pretzel, Popo, and I'll wait. Reese, I'll wait for you. Oh, I have an awesome craft idea for you to do today where you're going to be able to make your own scarecrow. Using the information from this story and another word. So I hope you're ready to use this or read this with me and listen again, because the information here is going to be so super duper looper important for you to be able to complete your activity and craft at your seat. What happened when people, or I should say people, when the animals traded things in our store yesterday? What happened? What happened when they were trading? Sierra, or Kira. Okay. Traded the hat for a what? Do you remember what it was called? Liam S? Not a whacking stick, but a walking stick, right? A walking stick. Who needed the walking stick? Mason. Who needed the walking stick?
The scarecrow.
The scarecrow needed the walking stick. But Aiden, our main character was the chicken. That's what who the story was mostly about. Did the chicken have a walking stick at the beginning of the story? No, sir. How did he get a walking stick to give to the scarecrow?
Well, he was swapping stuff away.
Yeah,
Animals.
from the other animals, right. So he was swapping. I love how you use that word, swapping, or swap. He was swapping the different things. So he,
There's a scarecrow down there.
yeah, in the very, very back of the story, or the very, very back of the illustration, you can kind of see him being kind of small. So he went and found different animals to swap things with. Oh, this animal was what, Emma?
A sheep.
A sheep. Do you remember what he needed to get from the sheep? A blanket to give to the sheep. Let's step back a second. Does anybody remember what the badger had that the chicken wanted? Taken.
A walking stick.
He had that walking stick. But the badger wanted what? Do you remember?
A ribbon.
Oh my goodness, you must have loved this story! A ribbon! And do you remember which animal had the ribbon, Stephen? Do you remember what kind of special bird that is? A crow, right on. A crow. And he had that ribbon. But the crow wanted what? And he was willing to swap anything. Well, the ribbon, if he could get the what? Do you remember? Maybe looking at this animal's picture will remind you. The wool, right? Ah. But what did the sheep want with the wool? I'm sorry, I can't see. The wool's so good. James,
Glasses.
he wanted glasses. And what animal did he go to get the glasses from, Alina?
Owl. Owl.
The owl. And the owl had two pairs of glasses. One that was new and one that was old.
Bro. Oh, bro.
Oh, I don't hear hands. I see them. Take it.
Bro.
Broke. And then we had the donkey. and he wanted some feathers from the chicken. And then we continued to the very end. Boys and girls, this is one of the last pages in the book. Let me go back. So you got the blanket, and you gave the blanket to the owl. You gave the owl, or got the glasses from the owl, and gave them to the sheep. You got the wool from the sheep to give to the crow. You got the ribbon from the crow to give to the badger to be able to hold open the door. And then he got the walking stick, and he gave the walking stick to who? Lily. And the scarecrow was very happy. Boys and girls, I'm going to read you this word, or this page. And this is the word I want you to think about that is on this page. Let's look at it. This is a kind of fancy, dipped in ketchup word. It is really, really fancy. It tastes delicious because it describes something. Reese, could you tell me what letter it starts with? So everybody, let's get our mouth ready. Ready? B. Good. Now I'm going to do something. I'm going to cover up part of this word like this. Just like this. Let's stretch it out. B. Good. I love how you're getting your gum ready. B. Try it again. B. Let's bring the sticky bubble gum back together. What is it, everybody? Bat. Good. Let's do it again. Ready? What is it? Right. But look. Oh my goodness. It's just not a bat. We've got more letters here. Holy turtles. There is no way kindergarten can read this whole entire word that is so dipped in ketchup. Let's see. What's this little part of the word here, everybody? Bat. And I'm going to just move it over. Guess what it is? It's still bat. It's still bat. Watch. Look right here. That R is the powerful R. And lots of times when that powerful R is next to an E, that E you can't hear because the R is just like me, Mr. Ryer. All big and strong and muscular. That is very silly because I'm not really. No, they're not big. But my brain is pretty good. And I know that when that R is next to an E, it makes an R sound. So let's go back here. What's this little word, everybody? And watch, I'm going to keep that T there, so it's still going to be bat. Bat. Ba. Oh, let's stretch it. Ba. At. What might it be? Emma! Batter. Yeah. Batter. Did you ever hear that word before? Yes or no? Show me. Don't tell me. Where did you hear the word batter before? Do you know? You forgot? Where might you better hear it before? Where did you hear the word batter before?
From my baseball.
Well, tell me about it. Where did you use the word batter before, Liam S?
When I batted my baseball.
When you were up to bat at baseball, you were the batter. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear you because someone's being rude. You're the last batter. That's when you're up to plate Sort of like the Red Sox are gonna just demolish the Cardinals tonight. I see another grand slam in their future. And they're not gonna win tonight. But when Big Poppy's up to bat, he's going to be a batter and hit the ball. But look, this word is battered. Battered. So you might think of baseball and be a batter, but this is a little bit different. This is battered. Battered. Say battered. Battered. Let's clap it out. Battered. Again. Battered. I'll wait for our team. Kira knows. Battered. Battered. I'm going to read the story, the last page of this, or not the last, it might be the last page, next to the last page of our story. And I want you to think about what the word battered means in our story, because guess what? I'll give you a stinky shoe hint. It's not someone playing baseball. Let's go ahead and read. While I'm reading, I want you to think about when we talked about what kind of clothing a scarecrow might wear. While I'm reading this. Finally, the chicken took the walking stick to the scarecrow. With a grateful sigh of relief, he leaned over his tired old arms and he picked up the stick and gladly swapped it for his battered old hat. I said the word battered. Let me repeat it again. Finally, she took the walking stick to the scarecrow, and with a grateful sigh of relief, he leaned his tired old arms on the stick and gladly swapped it for his battered old hat. Do me a favor. Turn and talk what you think the word battered means in that sentence. Teach.
Okay.
I'll give you 36 seconds.
Come on.
Aiden and Liam, you're good. I think it's going to be this kind of batter. With a grateful sigh of relief, he leaned towards his tired old arms on the stick and gladly swapped it out for the battered old hat.
Do you think it's going to be like a hat? Do you think I'll take the walking
Three, 2, 1, you're done. Everybody up. Eyes this way. Do me a favor. Be a chicken. Or be the chicken in the story. Oh, we're going to be a quiet chicken and not make any noise. I want you to swap the walking stick. Swap the walking stick. I'll wait until all eyes are up here. Good, Liam S. Swap the walking stick and take the battered old hat from the scarecrow and let's sit down with it. Make sure I'm sitting in the seat. So look at your battered old hat in front of you. put the battered old hat beside you. Get a grip. Who's got the guts? Who wants to tell me what they think the word battered means in this story? Remember, that's not the baseball batter. Lily. Oh, just 1 second. I love. Did you say love? You did say love. I love how you started that up. You said Caitlin, Briella, and I think that. Ooh, it means old. What else might it mean? James.
It means squished.
Ooh, squished. Mason, I'm up here. Liam S.
Me and
Jake and I.
Discovered that.
Uh-huh.
It means he's gonna scare the clothes away.
Not necessarily. No. It's not means he's going to scare the away with a bat. Battered means something about the hat. Look here, Liam. Is there a hole right here?
Yes.
Oh!
That's why it's
Maybe that's why you wanted to get rid of the hat.
because it was
Okay, so it had a hole at it, so some of the scarecrow's hair was sticking out. But what did he really want?
a walking stick.
And so maybe that would mean that, okay, I don't need this hat that is battered anymore, or old, or used, and it's holey, or it has a worn down. I have an idea. Maybe that's why, maybe the scarecrow what? Didn't think he could what anymore?
The hat.
Yeah, what? Be any, could be stuffed anymore? It couldn't be any use to him anymore because it's so old, Reese and Emma. Tegan, one more.
Me and Alina talked about.
Oh, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Okay, now we're good to go.
Me and Alina talked about a scarecrow needed a walking stick because he needs to rest his arm.
Okay, but what about the word battered? What did you and Alina talk about the word battered?
He swapped it and he gave it to the scarecrow.
So battered, Gavin knows. Battered means worn, used, old. And Liam came up with a good idea. He said the battered old hat that the scarecrow wanted to swap might just not have been useful for him anymore because it was so old and he needed that walking stick. Chicken wing it. You got it. Exactly. Boys and girls, we learned 2 new dipped in ketchup words. Yesterday we learned this word, swap. Today we learned about battered. Today you're going to continue talking about in your writing what you would like the word or using or what you would like to swap with a scarecrow. And we're also going to use battered in our craft that we're going to use. You are going to create a scarecrow, Jake. You are going to use a scarecrow that talks about, or that you have a battered old clothing for him. I have a question for you. And I want you to think about this as we go back to our seats. I want you to think about what would you do with a battered old hat that you might have at home? What would you do with a battered old hat at home? Oh, Don't tell me. Think. Movie monkeys may quietly go back to your seats.